Yes, and in today's coffee break conversation, once again, good morning, our viewers and listeners. We are looking at the private security roles in national safety, and joining us in this beautiful conversation and the two representatives from this company, that is Mr. Mwesigye Godfrey, the operation manager of Spark Guard Security Group Limited. Good morning, I'm happy to see you.
Oh, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm blessed. Yeah. And of course, we are having Mr. Angulo Andrew. He is GM Spark Guard Security Group Limited. What's that? I think you'll be able to explain to us what position you are holding, because kind of different from me. Otherwise, good morning.
Thank you, Ritah, and good morning, viewers. My name is Andrew Angulo. Like you said, I'm the general manager.
General manager, yes. Right? Of Spark Guard Security Group Limited. That's great. Happy to see you once again.
Thank you.
Basically, we can start off with Mr. Godfrey Mwesigye, being the operation manager and the Spark Guard Security Group Limited. Tell us about this a company. What is it all about? Your security, here securities, but what is the uniqueness about this company?
Yeah, thank you very much, moderator. As she told you, I'm by the names of Mwesigye Godfrey, the operations manager, Spark Guard Security Group, located in Namugongo. We do a quite number of activities. For instance, we provide security to our clients.
Okay.
We provide security to our clients. We provide VIP protection. We provide the management events. We manage events as far as security is concerned. We do according to what the client wishes.
Yeah.
So our area is basically in security, in protecting lives and property of the clients, and as I have explained, event management, and some other things like maybe investigation. We investigate, and yeah, according to how the client wants.
Oh.
Yeah.
So for how long have you been in existence?
In the
existence, yes.
In existence, I think now this is the 5th year.
Meaning you're just recent?
Yeah, we're just recent. Oh. This is our 5th year in operation, so we are growing up rapidly.
Yeah, because my ears is my first time to hear about this company.
So this is our 5th year in operation, in existence. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Andrew.
Yes, like Godfrey stated, Spark Guard Security Group was registered duly in 2021.
Okay.
And it's a fully licensed private security company to operate in Uganda. As you know, private security companies are licensed by the Uganda police. So it is an arm under the Uganda police that provides private security services, like he has described, the services that we offer to our clients. So we are purely a registered company that is in existence with the great number of personnel and with all the ammunitions available for the work.
Okay. Why did you decide to come on board? What are you trying to intervene when it comes to the security part of it?
You see, when you look at the statistics in the country, police has the total of about 58 or thereabout to personnel. But if you look at the crime rate in the country, it is growing. So there is a lot of fear among the population about their safety, safety of their assets. So majorly, most times you find persons contact private personnel, private security firms to offer them security so that they can deter crime, deter so many things to happen to them. So as a private security company, fully registered, we are also in the market and we offer those services to our clients.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Mwesigye, what is your because I believe for this 5 years you have been in existence, you have been able to make survey about the security of our country, Uganda.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us how is it standing, and looking at the basis of the individuals and the business today that we are living in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, that's a very good question. According to the way I see our security in our country, Uganda, most of we as private security companies, most especially we handle clients as far as security is concerned.
Sure.
But that question, that is a very wide question. If you talk about the security of the whole country, that when you bring in now the other sister security companies which they are above us, like maybe UPDF and police. But for us, we handle internally the clients and their properties, most especially. Okay. We deal with the clients, and we don't go beyond borders as maybe like securing the whole country. For us, we deal with clients, especially. Yeah.
I think you can still speak about it when it comes to that client level and the business.
For the client level, as Mr. General Manager stated that see, sometimes police can be stressed as far as doing their job is concerned. So they had to come in and maybe contacted us. He said there are some activities whereby the police cannot come in privately. So that is why we as a security company, as Spark Guard, security group, come in and assist police and the army and maybe whereby for them they can deal with the whole country as far as maybe the borders and the whatever the internal threat is concerned, maybe the external threat. But for us, we can deal with the clients and maybe protect the clients and their properties, whereby the police cannot reach. So for the police, maybe as you know, their work and the army. So whereby for them they handle these big issues, whereby like maybe demonstrations and what and the security threat of the country. For us, we deal with the clients and their properties.
Let me take me to this question. What is the uniqueness with the private security companies? What is so unique about them? And you talked about the individuals and your clients. Which specific categories of clients do you really work for? Because I believe there are so many, because I do believe there are some individuals who may not be able to attain to you as a private company, but you can give us a brief highlight about that, Mr. Andrew. Yeah.
Thank you. You realize that, like I said earlier, police has a total of about 58,000. But if you look at the charter, at least every sub-county or thereabout should have a minimum number of police officers, which police is not. So in other words, police is a bit understaffed. They do not have the enough manpower that can cater even in itself to cover up all the country. So you will find clients, an individual like you, Ritah, you will need a service. Maybe you have threats somewhere. You will need a service, but to keep you or protect you, your life and property, maybe at your either apartment or in your homestead. So when you approach police station requesting for that service, police is already having an inadequate manpower. So they cannot be able to grant you another extra person. So that is when the private security companies come in. Now we come in to assist police to keep to deter crime. But also in another sense, there is another analogy. If you're having a private place like this, you're operating your business, then you go and get a police officer. Maybe, sorry to say this, maybe this police officer was yesterday handling a demonstration. And he was there beating people. I'm sorry to say this, but he comes in to guard your place. There are some clients, maybe yesterday I was tear gassed by this police officer. And I come to your business place, the same police officer, identify him at your business. So it does not create a good business rapport. So that is when, for us, we come in with good customer care, because we are innocent outside there. We just come in to provide you with a security service. So that is how this business comes in. But also the bottom line is police is overstretched. They do not have enough manpower to cater for everyone. And yet with the growing economy, there's a lot of crime out there because of the income differentials. There are a lot of majority poor against the rich who are few, they feel insecure because the other population which is the majority, is already having, they think they are poor because these ones are rich. Maybe these are the cause of their yes, so they are suffering. So you will find in such a case, these people will prefer to have at least some minimal protection, and this is where the private security companies come in. It is not to really keep law and order, but to deter crime. Okay? You are trying to protect something from happening. That is where private security companies come.
Meaning you're for the rich people only?
No, you will rightly use that word if you say that, but usually at least someone of an average income level is the one who will look for a security service. We don't go and look for them, but most times they are the ones who prefer. If we meet them, they are the ones who prefer that, please, I need a security service because of the threats that they feel they are having. Okay,
great. Looking at the part of professionalism, Mr. Godfrey Mwesigye.
Yes.
What is so unique about your professionalism with the security people that you have? Because one of the pillar thing that we should consider professionalism as being so vital when it comes to the safeguarding of the public, the people maybe now looking at the individual level and also the community. Look through that, and how are your services standing, the service delivery? How are they standing as Spark Guard Security Group Limited?
Yeah, thank you very much, moderator, for that question. Now, as how our service is standing as far as our professionalism is concerned, first of all, we trained our security officers before we deploy them. We subject them to very good training, how to handle clients, customer care, and customer communication. And another thing is, we select a good number of people. When, for instance, those that are going to train, most of our security personnel are educated.
Okay.
Yeah. So as far as the Uganda is concerned, these days when you, at least when you don't know what is taking place, or when you are not educated, there is nowhere you can go. So our security personnel are educated.
To what level do you recruit your security?
We start from senior 4 and above.
Okay.
Yeah, that means we can also have the diploma holders and degree holders. Yeah, and some of them have experience in some items. Another thing, we are reliable. We are reliable. We are reliable. Whenever you want us, we are very much available. And then maybe another thing is that our prices are pocket friendly to our clients. Yeah, we are pocket friendly according to how we have come.
Okay.
So for us, we serve every Ugandan. According to according to what you can afford and according to what you can offer to us. And we are respectful. As far as discipline is concerned, we respect our clients very, very much. Because our clients are number one in our business. They are our kings. So that is why maybe those are the few things I can give you as to why we are special as far as our services are concerned.
Okay.
Yes.
Looking at the importance of the collaboration between the private security companies and the government security agencies in preventing the crimes, how important is it?
Yeah, it is, like I told you, private security companies are just an umbrella under the police. So we don't work in isolation. We work with the police. Ours is to detect and deter, and then we submit the reports to the police. So professionally, we are a very reliable team as private security firms that are dependable, and especially the private security firms that are licensed, because in the market out there are those that are also not licensed. So when you are, as a client, you're looking out for a company, you need to find out their operations, their reliability, how best have they cleared with police, because before we deploy anywhere, we have to notify police of that particular deployment. And most times it is before even we bring the person, we go to police, we notify police of your intention to have a security service, and then there is a department in police that is crime intelligence. They will have to first come on the ground, assess what are the threats that make you, like Ritah, wanting that security service. That is when they will provide a report and give us guidelines on how we can go about that deployment. Okay. So really, the connection between private security and the security of the company or the sister security organs, we are just under them. We are just working under the sister security organizations.
How does the difference come in terms of, because I believe that the government agencies, security agencies, for them they have different, how can I bring it out? Benefits besides the private company, because I believe the majority of the things, funding, you have had so many issues with the police officers saying maybe the salary is kind of low, the allowances are not there. So what is the difference between the private in terms of beneficiaries, the income level, and the services for the security people within? Because we believe in the police, the government has taken the initiative of giving them free things at a certain level, free houses, things like that. So we want to consider as a private, you as a private company, how is your stance when it comes to that?
Thank you. I think you will come in, but this is how we operate, because for us we are a business entity. Private security firms are a business. The other one is government, and it is under the government charter. So for us, we are in the market economy. So one, it comes to how you motivate your staff. We motivate them. We have structures, just like Family TV here has its own structure, like the payroll, how they motivate their. So out there, even as private companies, each company has its own way of doing things. As a Spark Security, we also have our own structure. We have our way of motivating our staff. We have our way of recruiting. Although earlier this year, just after elections, police had guided through an umbrella of all security companies that they could train for us guards, and then we go and pick them up from police. But it also had its own shortfalls, because police took over all the constables that were there in the elections. They took them again for retraining. They asked private security companies to apply and get them. In that sense, police had set down some minimum wages that were supposed to be given to, but it had its own challenges that are for another day's discussion. But like I'm saying, our salary structure is there, and it is very competitive for our guards, and it attracts very many. Like if I was to disclose now, I would I think receive so many calls of so many people who would wish to really join Spark Security, because we have a very competitive salary structure and the motivation structure. We have very good policies that really encourage and make people to grow. So that really is too competitive for us, and I feel it is what is enabling us to grow in the market.
Great.
Yes. On Mr. GM, what he said, you raised the question of that sometimes police are giving free things, maybe like houses, and I heard of it. Yeah, since this is a private security organization, we also rent for give houses to our officers. Yeah, most especially, for instance, there are those whom we transport from the head office to their respective sites, but there are those whom we rent, whereby the sites are far from the office, whereby you cannot transport them on a daily basis. So we give them free accommodation. It is the company to pay for their rent. We give them free uniforms from like you say, the police are given free things from the government, and so we do the same, but for us it is private.
Okay.
Yeah, from our own support, accommodation, that is food, uniforms. So we give them freely. Yeah.
The part of discipline, how have you handled that, your officers, when it comes to integrity, faithfulness, and discipline? Because that's a major key that you should consider. Because we have seen that, like you said, a police officer was recruited to an area, and you was the same police officer who was beating someone yesterday. So these qualities that we may take as for granted, but which are very crucial, that we, the business people in the business world, look into the integrity, the discipline, something in like that. Can you kind of give us a view about how Spark company is dealing with that?
Yes, thank you. Spark has like any other organization or setup, has got its own standing orders, like code of conduct. Okay. So in observance of the code of conduct, we call them standing orders. We have a disciplinary committee that assesses in case you have committed any crime or gone against any of the standing orders. Like in the schools, we have what they call rules and regulations. So if you go against any of the rule and regulation of a school, you will be subjected to a disciplinary action. So at Spark Security, we have a disciplinary committee. In that disciplinary committee does not only have administrators, but it has a representative from the security guards, so that there is balance in case any hearing happens to go on. So that is how we handle our integrity and discipline. We subject anyone who has gone against the standing order to a disciplinary committee that will come out with the outcome of what crime someone could have committed.
Yes.
Or maybe to add on that, thank you, Mr. GM. As far as discipline is concerned, you see, some of us who are working in these private security companies, we are highly trained. Either we are working with military or police. So we know how to handle the discipline cases. Now, it will, according to how the discipline is going to be handled, it will depend upon the degree of the crime. Now, if the crime is minor, we call it indiscipline cases. If an indiscipline is very minor, we can handle it internally. But if the degree of crime is a bit high, we hand over to the police and to the courts of according to what our security officer has done. But we have as a simple punishments like suspension. Okay. And when it goes beyond, we expel. But we haven't also, we get some minor cases of capital offenses. Okay. We get minor cases of capital offenses. But for these small things, you may find that maybe you have deployed an officer, then maybe has absconded from duty. They are punished. Maybe you go to a site and then you find maybe there. You see, people have different characters, and as we come from different backgrounds, so all of us will not the same, and there are no saints. So someone can misbehave and we punish according to what he or she has done, because we have men and women. So as far as the discipline is concerned, first of all, the training they acquire from the training school itself, it will just motivate them from not doing bad things when they are deployed. Okay. Yeah.
How do you deal with accountability when it comes to making a survey to find out that your officers are really doing well? Because I believe you deploy them to different places. Yeah. So how do you make accountability to each and every officer who is in duty?
To do the accountability, you see, just like any other sister security company, or security organization like the police and the army, there are patrols that are done. Okay. So you need to really find out the person you put in point A, is he in point A doing what you put him there to do? So as the private security companies, I want to speak in general, because we always meet in the field when others are also doing their patrols, especially whether it's day or night. So when you arrive on a duty station, we assign there a book. We call it an occurrence book, to record all what has happened in that place. So when Andrew, has arrived at this point A, I have to sign in and check in, just like you check in when you're coming here. So I have to oversee all events that happen in that place. But in the course of the day, there will be a person or two who will pass by to check if there are any events that have happened in that place, whether it is day or night. So we do that. Night we even do it twice. We do it like around 10, 11, but we don't let our guards know that this is the specific time the supervisor or the manager is coming in. So that is how we do our accountability bit of it.
Haven't you experienced some major cases when it comes to your security, tax security, when it comes to the deploying of different officers and different maybe duties? I believe there are some major cases that maybe they have encountered and maybe they have failed to manage. How have you intervened as early as possible? And I think you can give us some of the statistics in case you have seen in these 5 years you have been on the ground. There are some things that happen in people's homes, most especially those rich people's homes, and even as the public, the people in the community feel like this is really beyond our imagination and understanding. So if you have the statistics, you can tell them out to us, and how have you been able to manage them? You mentioned about some major key cases which you have referred to the police. Where is your limit? Why do you end when it comes to the murder? Because you have had cases of people murdering their own wives in the house, torture, things like that. So how have you handled such kind of cases, most especially in the night time? And the police officers called to the court to give a witness, to speak about second, and some others be able to give out the information needed, which is very vital.
Maybe if I can come in. According to you, say that how have we handled such a cases? Maybe don't we get difficulties in deploying our men, isn't it? That is how we. There is a saying that train your men and deploy them according to their capabilities.
Their capabilities, okay.
So of course we deploy according to the site you are going to work to. For instance, when you are going to work maybe at a bank. Of course, we have to deploy someone who is very sharp and who can do what the bank wants. And then on the issue of like murder, maybe whereby the client has murdered the wife, that's how you brought it. Now that is a capital offense. That is where the police now comes in. For us there is our level whereby we reach in handling cases. Now you can see that is now a criminal offense. So we cannot handle it as Spark Guard Security Company. No, we don't have that capacity to handle a criminal offense. Even if our guard has committed a criminal offense, we hand him or her to the police, as I mentioned earlier. So you remember we are under police. So the police is our immediate supervisor. So for the case of capital offenses, we hand over to the police to handle.
Yes, Mr. Andrew.
Highlighting something there. You said maybe an experience of any cases that we could have experienced in. We could have had a few, but like he says, we are under police. There are times like in festive days and recently during the electioneering period, you will find incidences where people come to a site, like they come in a mob. But what we do is that, because we work with police, where our capability ends is to deter. But while we are deterring, stopping that crime to happen, we will be in contact with the police, our regulator, to come and assist. And by the way, to give credit to the police force, they have always responded when private security firms have requested for help. That is why it is very, very important for us when you're deploying an area, you notify the police so that in case of any emergency, they will be readily available to help you. They have helped us during election period. We had an incident where a mob almost came and wanted to disarm the guards when the bullets he had were almost finished. Because we don't unless you really someone wants to grab your gun, you try to maintain a distance as you try to first scare them, shoot up or cock to scare them. So when the mob tries to come in, that's why these guards who are armed, you don't deploy them one. One should be helping to deter, as the other one is communicating for help. So when we get that communication, we relay it direct to the nearest police, and they always come in to help. So our capability ends at trying to deter, unless someone really wants to take a gun. Then the other incidences of people maybe shooting, as a Spark security, we have never experienced any of our guards trying to take a law in his hand to use a gun. And I think I attribute it to the proper training that we give to our guards. Because these guards who are substandard, I may say, these are people who sometimes some companies, because of wanting money very fast, you just pick people in the street, you can deploy them without really taking them through the consequences of handling that ammunition. So I think for us, the proper training that we give our guards is giving us more credit that we have not had those incidences. But we read them through social media and so on, other companies that have had such challenges. And also the other third aspect perhaps I can speak about is the motivation of this personnel. How you motivate them sometimes makes them to feel entitled, feel like they feel like they are also part of the company. Because if a personnel has worked for a full month and then at the end of the month you're not paying them, what do you expect them to do? So at Spark Security, we pride ourselves. As a general manager, I think I'm always the last to get my salary when everyone else has got. So that alone helps us to instill discipline and integrity in our personnel.
Interesting. Yeah, Mr. Godfrey, how have you maintained the relationship with your clients? Because it's key. You know, some clients can receive complaints, maybe they're not satisfied with the results. So how do you ensure that your clients are not taken off the way? Because when they come to your company, they know they are being trusted you. So we need to find out how is the relationship with them?
My relationship with our clients is by organizing regular meetings.
Great.
Regular meetings and see if our services are we deliver our services the way they want, and to check on them. Maybe we can check on them through phone calls and inquire whether the services they paid for really get them. So we organize regular meetings. We call out to as when we ask Papa is in our sites, we also have to reach the clients and ask are the guards who give you the real people you wanted, are they serving what you and also through monthly reports. We give them monthly reports and they respond according to what is in the report. So maintaining relationship with the clients has not been not that bad, because we interact on a daily basis. Either through phones or going there physically organizing meetings with them. So that is how we have managed to maintain our clients.
I think, Ritah, one thing we pride in is that we don't wish to lose any client. Because if you lose a client, this client is supposed to recommend you to another client. So we try our best to act on feedback we collect from our clients. So we always want to maintain that close relationship. At least you check on your client. Not every time some supervisor is passing by, at least should try to find out if a client is around. You find out privately from a client that how is this person, how do you find our services, how do you wish we could improve. So we act on that feedback. And then our response team is always very, very available and quick, because there are instances where a client is calling you, he has an emergency, maybe there is some kind of misbehavior in the guard, then you take hours to. So a client will lose morale on you, on your service. So our response team is always very quick and very, very available. So we do that to motivate. And by the way, most of our clients, we have got them through referrals. Because if I do well at Ritah's home, Ritah will tell another Michael will tell. That is how we have expanded our clientele. If you imagine a company that began in 2000, one, but today if I tell you our clientele base, it's unimaginable.
Wow.
It's a very good one. Really, at a break even, we are somewhere there now.
How are your systems operating? Your systems are one of the major key things that make any organization or company to stand, because without systems, things cannot work out. Yes, that's by the way. Now, looking at how have you trained your officers to handle emergencies? Those emergencies that come abruptly, have they managed to overcome them, or there's some others who have called you general manager that this has happened, I don't know what I can do about it? How have you trained them when it comes to the emergencies that occur in the duties where they are deployed to work?
First of all, to begin with, you are asking about our systems, how we are able to manage them. As at Spark Security, we have a charter that has the portfolios that you have a board of directors, you have the CEOs, you have the general manager, and then you have departmental heads. And these are responsible, each of them has its own job description, and each one presents a report to the respective supervisor. So in that alone, our lining is bit proper so that no one jumps to do a responsibility of another person. So I feel we are at a good level in as far as our management is concerned. Then in response to either incidents, I have told you we try to motivate our staff in that at least we advise each of them has a cell phone and attached to a supervisor for that day. So that in case you have any problem, you're able to reach out to your immediate supervisor. So that immediate supervisor will have to, now if he can handle within his level, he handles. If he cannot, then he escalates to another level. Like I've told you, at Spark Security, we observe a chain of command. You don't jump anyhow unless it really requires.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Godfrey. When we look at the part of corruption, which is one of the major diseases we have in our country, and even in our police officers, I don't know how safe is your company. I don't know if I won't ask that question, but I don't know if you have received some key major cases in your police officers when it comes to corruption, trying to divert away because of this and this and this.
Oh, thank you very much. According to this question, we in Spark Guard Security, I am not speaking for any other company, we in Spark Guard Security companies, first of all, our officers don't access clients' money. We have a team that goes on ground to correct. That is the accounts department and the finance department. So our officers, their main aim is to guard what they have been told to guard the clients and their properties, not to include themselves in money correction. Even me myself as head of operations, I don't correct. It is the accounts team and the finance that handles. So for sure, for the case of corruption, it is not there in Spark, because there is no way we will access money for the client. Maybe if you have bad intentions and you decide to go your own steal, maybe and you do it. That is when, but of which is not there also. But as far as corruption is concerned, for sure, I have never, for the 5 years I have spent with Spark, we have never had such an incident, because there is no way you can access. Because after most of some that is the answer of the, I think the general manager answer was easy. So for the case of money, no, there is no corruption.
There's safety.
We have safety, very much safety. Even if it is to pay, if it is the client to pay, he does not pay individuals. He has to deposit on the bank account, on the company bank account, or he can call the finance officer to handpick the money. If the client has no time to go to the bank, maybe because of ABCD. So for the case of clients' money, for the case of corruption, we are very much safe. That is what I can say.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, Ms. Anne.
Yeah. Just to highlight, Spark Guard Security Group, like it's a registered company, we have an account that our clients, when we are signing a contract, because all our clients, at least we have one thing. We have a contract with them, and in that contract, one of the clauses is you deposit the money in the bank account of the company. But you cannot restrict. We are also open like any other market, someone in the market. There are clients who say, no, I want to pay cash. So it is only the finance department that is our structure. Finance is the one that collects that money. And then after collecting, it is banked. Then it is again another team, because the finance will make requisitions. If they want to spend any money, they will make requisitions, bring them through the relevant departments, they are approved, and then money is advanced through the right procedure. So with regard to corruption, really it is not there. And even our guards, the guards are paid based on what they have, they are supposed to earn that month. And our payments, there are those who prefer table pay, there are those who prefer, but we have to pass through the relevant procedures of preparing the payroll. Relevant taxes are deducted, plus their savings that goes to NSSF.
Okay.
Yes, and your balance is either paid to you cash, but the payroll is all prepared as one. Okay. Yes, so there is nowhere any kind of corruption or misuse of any funds can come in.
Great. So looking ahead, what is the vision for the future of private security in Uganda over the next 5 years? I'll start with you, Mr. Andrew, then Mr. Godfrey will close up with that.
Yeah, Spark Security began just within Kampala, the metropolitan, but we are expanding. We have opened a branch in Western Uganda. We have opened a branch in Eastern Uganda, in Jinja. The other one is in Mbarara. So we are looking at growing this company and offering our clients the best service that they really appreciate. So we intend to have, before the close of this year, we intend to have an office or a branch in northern Uganda. Nice. So that is the vision of Spark.
Is it because you're from northern?
I am a Karamojong.
Great, interesting. Yes, Mr. Godfrey.
Our vision as Spark Guard Security Group is to make sure that Spark Guard is the best private security company in the whole country. Because this is the competitive market we are in. Okay. So we are trying very hard to see that we are on top and serve our clients to the best of their expectations. That is our vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
And anything else? I think time has already lapsed.
Okay.
Maybe sorry, if I may, sorry to go back a bit. You raised the question of accountability. That maybe some of we deploy them far in every region. There is an in-charge, there is a supervisor who sends what we call state parade, the headquarters every morning. They will call it the situation report. Every morning he has to go and say, today we are here, we are like this, we are like this, we are like this. So on the case of accountability, we have it at hand. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That is it.
So I want to convey my regards and appreciation to Family TV for hosting us and sharing our services at Spark. We are a fully registered, I'm now speaking to the clientele out there, that we are Spark Guard Security Group. We are fully registered in Uganda and observing all the necessary procedures that the law requires of us, the private security. We have personnel that are ready, available to work anywhere in the country, and we are appealing to clients out there to give us chance, and we work together. We have very competitive rates and very good personnel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ritah, for the time we've had.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
That has been the General Manager of Spark Guard Security Group Limited, Mr. Andrew, and of course Operation Manager Mwesigye Godfrey of Spark Guard Security Group Limited. I believe, colleagues, you need to get yourself a private security officer in your home, in your business. You believe they've spoken out enough what the company can provide and what they can do. They provide security officers in all institutions, agencies, whatever area that you're living in, entrust them, they'll be able to give you the better services. Professionalism and all things are so much clear. My name is Ritah, Nandera, and allow me to wish you a blessed Thursday. We meet tomorrow as we continue to discuss things that matter in our country, Uganda. Thank you so much, Emma. Thank you so much, Feshi, and all the team I have worked with. May the good Lord bless you. All right.
Thank you.